It is time for some 814 Eats. We've got the crew from Dreamcatch and Dreamview. We've got owner Janice here. We've got Chef Zach and Luke here on the end, who's the general manager. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
So two kind of businesses at one, and you were breaking down the numbers, Janice.
Yes.
Tell me what's behind these.
I'm a numbers girl. I notice them when I go places a lot, and the second we walked in here, the chef here is, for those of you that don't know, is my husband. So we are a family-owned and operated business. All of our children work there as well. So with the 814, I looked over and I said, wow, you know, we just hit 8 years for Dreamcatch. Huge monument for us. The one for us is Dreamview just hit its 1 year in business, and our son Kai is going to turn 4 on Christmas Day. So it was totally cool to walk in and look over, and I'm like, wow, you know, it already means a lot to us to be here. It's amazing to be a part of something like this and to stand in front of all these cameras and everything to say, you know, what you're doing, where you come from. You know, we drove 2 hours to get here today. It means a lot. So
I was going to say, thanks for making the trip. You're coming from St. Mary's.
Yep.
So that's where kind of conjoin these businesses, and you kind of get different experiences. One's a little bit more elevated, obviously. Yes. You brought a Tomahawk steak, which you get table side. So tell me about kind of the differences and what people can expect.
Sure. So Dreamcatch, again, has been in business for 8 years, and it started out as a seafood business in our town, and then we grew it. We expanded it even further than that. So at first it was just selling fresh seafood. Well, we actually turned that into, rolled the dice and started selling some sushi and some cooked products. So we started teaching people the importance of ordering in, getting fresh quality ingredients and different things that make a huge deal when you're eating and what you're putting into yourself. Salmon, for example, is our biggest seller. It comes in fresh. We can tell you exactly where the salmon came from, where it was raised, how it was caught when it comes into our door. You can cut it per size, whatever it is that you need. And that whole thing goes the whole way down to anything that comes in frozen. We know where it's coming. A lot of people say, where do you get these products? When we very first started, there was a lot of times we were driving back and forth to Pittsburgh to the strip and getting as much fresh as we could. And we built the business up so much over the last 8 years that we have vendors all over. So depending on what's in season, it's going to depend on where a lot of these products are coming in. That's our daughter there on the right. So we have a lot of different things that come from a lot of different locations. We do get a lot of seafood and things as well from Canada. Our crab legs come in from there. So there's a lot of different locations and things that go with that. So with Dreamcatch, as we started continuing with the kitchen and cooking and doing really well with that, and people were ordering food, we were putting in grab-and-go case, in our grab-and-go case, people were taking it out already prepared. We said, we need to take the next step. And my son is back home. Our son is back home right now, and he runs the kitchen with my husband, so it's great because our kids are all involved in one way or the other. But then we came across this amazing deal with the previous owners of what was the country club in St. Mary's, so it's on a golf course, and it is open to the public, and we changed the structure, every single thing about it. It is now open to the public, and we do elevated dining there. The Tomahawk that you see here actually comes out just like this. Your server will bring it to your table, and it's cut table side. So we do a lot of things that we try to make this more of an experience as well while you're coming out to eat. But at the same time, Dreamcatch was started with the food aspect to bringing the best quality food we could at reasonable prices. So we continue to strive with keeping that flow going, even though you're in an elevated dining experience. But then you can also go downstairs of Dreamview, and that is where you can find Dreamcatch. So those same great things that you're eating upstairs, the salmon, the scallops, the shrimp, our crab cakes, you can go downstairs and you can buy that stuff there and you can take it home. You can cook it yourself. We also do a lot of videos to teach people how to cook those products as well. So it turns out to be a great thing. But to bring it full circle with the town and the community as well, we work a lot with a lot of smaller businesses as well in our community. So the steaks, the beef, the things that we get from Paff's Market is local. The microgreens are locally sourced. We get wines and Triple Nickel Distillery, and we have all kinds of vendors that are local that we allow them to bring their things up so we can showcase that. I think my favorite one is a small little, they have a little farm. It's called Apple
Blossom Farm.
Apple Blossom Farm. It is a tiny little farm, but they sell the best jams and things, and our chef will take them and he'll mix them in like our desserts and different things like that, and helps. They make a candy. It's called
Goat crack candy. It's
goat crack
caramel and
candy.
graham
Yeah.
cracker and goat chocolate.
It's quite amazing. But on top of that restaurant aspect, Luke is our general manager and our event coordinator. So we have done multiple weddings.
Wow.
Our venue's enormous. And with the name Dream View, it is that exactly. The view is amazing. There's windows the whole way around the upstairs. We're in the middle of finishing the outdoor courtyard area. We're going to have one of the largest outdoor event areas in the county. So we're super excited to be bringing that into to be able to have different things hosted there. So
that's incredible. Yeah, we saw some of the pictures there. It's very elevated, and I mean, you're really getting a great bang for your buck. The other thing too, you guys are giving back already at Thanksgiving. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you're going to have much time with your family because you're going to be feeding the community.
So actually, we started this because of our family. So every year, this is our 8th year of doing this Thanksgiving Day meals. And when we started it, we wanted our kids to be a part of this community. Owning a small business is something that we have always wanted to do, but with owning that business, we wanted to, what does that mean to you? So for us, we want to be a part of the community. When you're a part of the community is a part of you. Mm-hmm. So everything that we see, all these people coming in, they're spending their money and they're buying the things we're preparing and they're believing in us and they're watching us and learning how to cook this food and they're benefiting us. So in turn, we want to be able to give back. And we do things all year, but our biggest one of the year is our Thanksgiving meals. So tomorrow we will serve over 600 people for free. They're all free meals on Thanksgiving Day, delivered right to their door. There is no questions asked. There's people call and they want to tell you their story on why they might be down this year or why they're needing a meal. We don't need to know. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their moments and their times, and it goes from a person who is going to be alone, who can't cook for themselves, and then it goes to families that I know I've had multiple families this year that said we just took on 6 kids. It's not their children, but they wanted to keep the siblings together. So there's a lot of those families this year that have called and said, we didn't even know you do this and we can't thank you enough for it. But what is full circle is when we are at our place and we're sending those meals out, mm-hmm. and those kids today, they're in their 20s, they're friends as well as them for the past 8 years. They have all been doing these deliveries. They come back and you stand inside that building and you listen to each one of them start talking and explaining and telling you about who they gave their meal to, or the elderly person who said, could you please come in and sit down for just a second? So they have somebody to sit there with while they're eating that meal for a minute. My husband and I had the chance to make one delivery, and the kids came, the little kids that were in, they came running up to him and hugging him. And, we don't even know them, but the appreciation that you see on the other side, with the understanding. But it comes full circle when you're standing in there and you're listening to the delivery drivers who get to experience this and understand what this is for and what this means to somebody. Yeah. It's more than just a Thanksgiving dinner. You're showing what a community is, what it means to come together as that. So and with any extra donations that we get, so we open it up for donations to the community who bring us in turkeys. Zach's mom cooks every single turkey. She cooks them, she takes them apart, she bags them, she weighs them, so we know exactly how much meat we have. And then we have other groups that help volunteer, and now we have people bringing us in cooked stuffing and cooked mashed potatoes to get us started. And as far as our kitchen goes and putting these together, we have had the same families for 8 years that donate their Thanksgiving Day every year to do this service. Their children come home from college now, and they are all there with us as well, side by side. So it goes back to this, the restaurant and what we do and trying to be a part of the community, but in turn, it's able to give back, to be able to have your community come in to see you.
Yeah,
too,
and having a solid team, to help you do this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To be able to give back.
Yeah, we couldn't do any of this stuff without our community. So it means a lot to be able to be a part of it, and that is a big thing for us every year.
Yeah, really fulfilling work. I know we flashed some pictures up on screen too, but you also brought some showstoppers as well, as far as like what people are going to be able to get on your menu.
Sure.
I'm like, is this risotto? And you said yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what'd you whip up?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Shown right now is our Faroe Island salmon over sweet pea and sage risotto. This is a top seller in the restaurant. We do a lot with the risotto, pairing it with other dishes. So if you're not a seafood person, you can get that with steak. Some of the other dishes here that we see, we have our house-made lump crab cakes paired with a lobster tail. Maine lobster tail, and fresh crab meat. Every time we make these crab cakes about every other day, so you're always ensured fresh. Anybody at home who cooks, there's just always something so special about a home cooked meal, usually because it's made with fresh quality ingredients, and that's where our cooking starts as well.
Yeah, and then this guy.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, you
cut it
cannot.
Oh, you're gonna cut some out.
Yeah, if we got the time, I surely will.
goodness.
So this tableside experience, guys, you come in, you order the tomahawk how you like it. We cook it and prepare it in the back. It's wheeled to your table by one of our wonderful servers.
Oh my goodness.
And then it's cut for you, tableside, served typically with some au jus and some seasoning salt. This is plenty big to share, but I have a lot of gentlemen come in and they definitely want to do it themselves, which is totally fine by us.
Oh my goodness.
So this steak, I guess our general ribeye on the menu is sourced from Paff's Market. They're our local butcher. We love to be able to support them. And this tomahawk, though, is sourced from a farm in Iowa. We get them in about 2 times a week. They're cut fresh and delivered. This is some premium Black Angus beef.
Yeah, it looks so good. It's cooked to perfection. And I love, too, the marbleization of those fats. It's just going to be a perfect bite. My goodness, yeah, you got the bone to prove it. Well, we have details of how people can check you guys out or, sort of stay in the know if they want to check out your Facebook or your website. And, come and grab a meal. My goodness. So, yeah, we appreciate you guys for stopping by.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm excited to dig in. We're going to do that in just a bit here.